I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening. I'm Brad Hoffman. I'm the principal at Templeton Middle School. It is my pleasure to welcome each of you to the completion ceremony for this year's 8th grade class and eventually Hamilton High School's graduating class of 2022. Woohoo! Tonight is a milestone in the lives of our students seated in front of us. Tonight we have the opportunity to share in the excitement as our 8th grade students successfully end middle school and receive their completion certificates, ready to go to high school. Tonight is about them and honoring their accomplishments. As I look at you seated in front of me, I reflect on the last 3 years and proudly think of how you have changed and how you have grown and matured. You are not anywhere near the same students you were when you walked through the Templeton doors 3 years ago. Do you remember that time? Do you remember what was trending at that time? Little flashback. When you started middle school back in the fall of 2015, many of you were excited about chasing Pokemon. Chasing a little creature on your phone. Do you remember anxiously awaiting the release of the big blockbuster movie that year? Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Do you remember who won the World Series? Kansas City. A few more trends that happened that year. Water was discovered on Mars. Bottle flipping was a big craze. Oh, I know. If you take the top off the bottle, they can't flip it anymore. The USA women's soccer team won the World Cup. Minecraft came to a desktop computer. And the most popular song was I Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd. Yeah. Sorry. 8th graders, I remember you sitting in the LGA for house expectation talks, sitting on the floor looking back at me with excitement and wondering, what does middle school have in store for me? Tonight, I'm sure some of you are thinking about, what does high school have in store for you now, when you walk through the doors of Hamilton High School as a freshman? Templeton Middle School has been your home for the last 3 years. It is my hope that we have given you enough strategies to figure out how to effectively handle obstacles that will inevitably be in your way, so you can achieve your goals and your dreams. For many of you, getting here today took great determination and effort. Through your strength and perseverance, you have overcome many challenges to be successful. For others, your journey may have been easier to this point, but make no mistake, you will all encounter obstacles in your path as you pursue your dreams. How you get around or through those obstacles will be up to you. As I look out at the 8th grade class tonight, I see the class that had great success in the classroom, who have learned how to learn and have developed skills that will make them successful in life. I see a class that had breakthrough performances on the stage as musicians and actors. I see a class who had numerous athletic successes and club successes. I see a class that has committed countless hours to service projects and have given generously of their time and their talents. I see a class that has been exemplary role models for the classes below them. But most of all, 8th grade, I see a class that has built friendships that will last a lifetime and caring young adults who always found time to support their classmates and their teachers in times of need. Today is one of those great occasions when we celebrate our young people and their achievements, their perseverance and their successes as they grow up. Parents, this is one of those times you can take a break, reflect, feeling good as a parent or a mentor, knowing that the kids you care about are doing just fine, and they are on the right path. 8th graders, you should know that your families are very proud of you today. They have high hopes for you, and they believe in you. And you're making them proud by showing them what you can do. Take a look at them now. I'm sure they're smiling back at you and snapping some pictures. Today is an important day for you and for them. Today they are very proud of you. Today would probably be a good day to ask for money as well. Just a little hint for you. Today would also be a good day to hug them and thank them for supporting you, because as much as this is your achievement, this is also their achievement. That means your moms and your dads and your stepmoms, your stepdads, your grandparents, aunts and uncles, brothers, sisters, coaches, mentors, and all other people that care about you. Make sure to thank them. They want you to be your best and to live up to your potential. Next year, as your educational journey continues as you enter high school, once again, there will be a bit of the unknown, and once again, there will initially be unanswered questions. This time, however, as young men and women, and with greater maturity and more confidence and a clearer sense of the person you are, I am confident that these basic questions will be answered easily because you are more prepared, educated, and ready for the next challenge. I ask you to take this chance to dedicate yourself to making the next 4 years even better. Do the right thing, even if no one is looking. Remember that you don't have to follow the crowd. Sit somewhere different, or sit with someone different at lunch. Join an activity or a club that you have never been involved in before. Study hard and remember that you are investing in yourself with every test that you take and every book that you read. And finally, don't be in a hurry to grow up. These are some of the greatest times of your life. Don't rush past them. It has been an honor to be part of your education, and I wish you the best luck in your future. Thank you. We're going to go off script a little bit. We're going to have our Student Council President, Elena Fry, give our first speech.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here with us tonight. Wow, look at us. It's crazy to think that not even a year ago, probably not even a month ago, we could all be seen stressing for tests or procrastinating homework or losing sleep to study or just desperately waiting and waiting for our fortnights to update. Yeah, I know how all of that feels, but now here we are, completing 8th grade. You know, I've always wondered, why is it called a completion ceremony and not a graduation ceremony? Curious as I am, I did some research. Graduate, to successfully complete an academic course of training, to move up to a more advanced level or position. Okay, check and check. Complete, to make whole or entire, to make perfect, to bring to an end, to conclude or finish. This describes what we're doing here tonight so much better. We are not graduating per se. What we're really doing is completing one major part of our lives. We are far from done with our academic journey. With this ceremony, we are bringing 3 remarkable, unpredictable, and absolutely unforgettable years of middle school to a close. But don't think of it as closing a door. No, that's not what completion represents at all. Think of it like reading a book, or more so a book series. You've just finished reading a really, really great book. Probably not the first in the series, and definitely not the last. And you're closing the cover for the very last time. Closing it on pages you've already read, already experienced, never to glimpse the words laying inside ever again. This specific book, the stage of a series it represents, is over, but the story isn't. No, there are still many more books, many more chapters, pages and pages of words and people and ideas still lie ahead, waiting to be opened and waiting to be read. Yes, there will be plot holes that comes with every story, But it's the fact that we have the ability to get past them, to overcome them, that really matters, and will make our future years that much more accomplishable. All soon-to-be freshmen in this room have changed tremendously throughout the past trichotomy of their lives. At the beginning of 6th grade, which seems like an eternity ago, everything was new. New halls, new schedule, new teachers, new people, new. It was terrifying. As a 6th grader, you didn't know anything really, not even how to walk in the hallway. And it didn't help when you were passing and you saw this super tall 8th grader that had to be twice the size of you, and you thought, wait, are they supposed to be here? But it was just so chock full of new experiences, and we were wide-eyed at everything. It was unfamiliar, but that's what made our first year of middle school such an amazing and unique experience. Then, before our very eyes, boom, we were in 7th grade. We were getting just a little full of ourselves at this point. Yeah, we were like, oh, we know what's going on. We know what to do. We have been here 1 full year, so we've got it figured out. But even though we couldn't see it, we were still learning. The difference between 6th and 7th grade is that we were comfortable. Nothing was new anymore. I remember thinking, this is okay. This is who I want to be. Half a middle school down, half to go. How hard could it be? 8th grade, the home stretch. Everything changed, and I mean everything. It was actually just like 6th grade in that aspect. Everything was, once again, new. These friends we had known since elementary school were changing. Teachers were changing. They were a little stricter, but in the best way. We wouldn't be where we are right now without them. Work was more difficult, and we had a lot more. But all of these parts of 8th grade, they seemed like aspects we never thought we'd overcome. I don't deny it. I thought about giving up and to just stop trying a few more times than I'd like to admit. But they were actually preparing us for what's to come, preparing us for the next book in the series. The teachers pushed us to work harder. The workload pushed us to learn how to manage and how to get through it while doing our best. And all the things that changed socially, they made us tougher. They taught us to pick ourselves up, and they pushed us to try new things and choose what's really important to us. 8th grade shaped us into the people we are today, right now, at this very ceremony. And it also made us set our sights on the people we aspire to be. I cannot wait to see where everyone will go. These kids, some who I've known all my lives, are going to change before my very eyes, and I'm going to change right along with them. People change people. We're all choosing our paths, branching off from each other, completing our stories page by page. And as we grow, these stories will be published for all the world to see. I may not know where my story is going, but hey, I can't wait to read it. Thank you.
Our next speaker, representing the 8 Blue House, Grace Stefaniak.
This is a piece of paper, and this is a pencil. We were given these tools when we started at Templeton, with the opportunity to draw our middle school career however we wanted. We drew our experiences, our memories, and our friendships. The paper seemed big at first, and most of us were not even sure we were ready. But somehow we were. Our teachers worked hard with us to make sure we had what we needed, and we were going with our friends. We started our drawing from square one by doing simple things, such as memorizing our locker combination and making it to the right class on time. This unfinished piece of artwork then followed us to 7th grade, where we learned basic organizational skills, such as how to keep our locker clean and how to get to the right class on time. We added more details to our drawing with field trips, such as medieval times in Schaumburg, Illinois, and ice skating at Arrow Park. These adventures helped us fill in what once seemed like a big blank slate. When we finished 7th grade, we rolled up our drawing and carefully carried it into 8th grade. As we unrolled our drawing at the beginning of 8th grade, we became more efficient at our locker. We put all of our year's experience together. We were able to get to class faster, using different hallways and back routes. We slowly drew in our learnings, and our drawing became fuller and seemed like less of a daunting task. We were able to add in fun memories like lock-ins and school dances. Our piece was highlighted by those who helped us learn and grow, like our teachers and community members, but was also filled with bright, beautiful colors by the people who love us most, like our friends and family, who were with us when we were struggling and laughing our hardest. However, middle school, as hard as it is to say, was not all sunshines and rainbows. We struggled on homework and argued with our friends. These were the times when we didn't know how to continue our drawing, whether to add red or pink, blue or green. We made mistakes, we erased, and we moved forward after learning from what we did wrong. We struggled, and it was at these times when we thought we needed our teachers, our friends, and our family the most. And although these times are tough, I think we can all agree that the hardest part of middle school has been the past 2 or 3 weeks. We've been stressed out with end-of-the-year exams and the thought of leaving the place we have called home for the past 3 years. We've been hit by a whirlwind of emotions, scared, unsure, and stressed out by all the new things. However, truthfully, we have nothing to worry about. This year, we have had amazing 8th grade teachers who have done everything in their power to prepare us for what is to come. And for that, I want to thank them. Thank them for making sure we had the tools we need, the knowledge we need, and the experience we needed to prepare us for the bigger drawing board. And not only them, but our friends, our neighbors, our community leaders, our family, and our previous teachers have helped us too. They have shaped us into who we are today, and I am confident they're going to continue helping us, continue changing us, and continue preparing us for the next step. So even though our high school drawing board is going to seem big, we'll be okay, because no matter what, we're all in this together.
Our next speaker, representing 8 Goldhouse, Cameron Ross.
I am sure we can all remember when we were 6 years old and our parents were teaching us how to ride a bike. To us, that seems like light years away, but to most of the parents in this room, I'm sure it isn't so much of a distant memory. There was always something so confusing about riding a bike. At least for me, it took a long time to grasp the whole balancing aspect. Through the frustrating process, our parents were always there to encourage us. I remember once, after a few days with no success, my dad said something to me before I hopped back on my bike and gave it another try. He bent down and said, "All you need to do is hold on tight, always look forward, and don't give up." Those 3 phrases have stuck with me. Through every twist and turn middle school has handed me, his words have guided me and encouraged me. Unknowingly, he helped me face every challenge I have faced through these last 3 years. Hold on tight. Middle school and life in general throw many unexpected obstacles your way. You never know what to expect. One day, you have straight A's. The next, you failed a math test. But we have learned along the way that we can't let the little things rattle us. We had to keep holding on because the bad is only temporary. Always look forward. These words especially were impactful. First, don't dwell on the past. It can't be changed, so focus on how to fix it. I, for one, tend to get really stressed out, but I learned that worrying about the past won't help your future. What is done, so you have to keep moving forward. Also, never lose sight of your goal. If you really want to accomplish something, you must put in the work and the effort. If you get sidetracked, it will only take longer to reach your target. Don't give up. These words have been the most influential throughout this journey. I am sure most of my classmates can agree that out of their 3 years here at Templeton Middle School, 8th grade, without a doubt, has been the most challenging. There have been a lot of times where we have been pushed to our limit, whether it was midnight and we still had homework to do, or we had a big group project due in 2 days and our group members weren't pulling their weight. There was always something that was making us want to break down and give up. But we didn't give up. We persevered and made it through, and everything ended up okay. No matter what happens, don't give up. As I reflect, I realize that these words have affected my middle school experience every step of the way. I finally rode my bike by myself that day, even down the street and back, though I know that I couldn't have done it without the words of my dad. Each of those phrases have extremely valuable lessons. They teach us to stay strong when we get thrown a curveball, to keep our heads up and looking forward to new and exciting experiences that await, to not give up when there are bumps in the road and things that test our boundaries. We have all learned so much from our time here that we are completely ready to move on to a new chapter of our lives. We know that Templeton has given us everything we need to be successful in high school. There is a saying posted around the school in almost every classroom: get ready, it's tough. With that phrase, the words of my dad, and the support from my parents and teachers, I have grown so much during my time here, along with my peers. Looking at my fellow classmates, I know that we can face anything that Hamilton has to throw our way. So bring it on. Watch out, Hamilton, because here comes the class of 2022.
Our last student speaker tonight, representing 8 White House, Kevin Falfavong. You can tip it down, yeah, but you can't take it down.
When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. This quote, stated by Paulo Coelho, author of the international best-selling book, The Alchemist, is how I would define my journey as a student at Templeton. From the beginning of September 2015, I knew I was up for the challenge called middle school. It began as all of us set foot on the pavement of Templeton, from the buses or cars to where we walked through the gym doors, leading to a massive crowd of people that we had not known existed. Soon enough, we would eventually meet each other and discover that all of us were on the same page of our story of middle school. This is comparable to the protagonist of The Alchemist, Santiago, as he also embarked on a new journey to find treasure in the Egyptian pyramids. When I felt nervous about what the circumstances of Templeton would feel like, I had the determination to keep myself motivated and to just look on the positive side rather than the negative side. The determination reflected onto tests, projects, friendships, papers, homework, and most importantly, failure. And throughout the journey, everyone, or relating to the quote, the universe, was there to help. Because of determination, it leads to success and accomplishments. Whether it was little success or big success, it made an impact. In fact, all of us had the determination to succeed in middle school, but on different levels. Whether it was academically, such as earning an A on a project, or sports-wise, such as sprinting the home stretch to the finish line in cross country, we for sure have succeeded at one point in our middle school career. For me, it went from making it to regionals in the National History Bee in 6th grade, earning a first place finish in track in 7th grade, and receiving the opportunity to speak in front of the entire class of 2022, their families, and my family at this moment. Success also led me to finding more interest as a person in general. In my case, I thought presenting in front of the whole classroom was a severely hard challenge. But as middle school progressed and when I was assigned more and more presentations, I seemed to like presenting in front of the whole class as I get to share the knowledge I learned from researching, such as real-world research on solar energy, or a fictional topic, such as the legend of Sleepy Hollow. And because of how my perspective changed on presentations, it leads to where I am now, standing on the stage in front of hundreds, maybe even thousands of people. On the way to achieving success and prosperity, obstacles came into play. You either dodged the obstacles or became an obstacle of another person, but most likely, you made mistakes because of them. Mistakes and failure are perceived as bad things in society, but in reality, it showed evidence of our learning and us improving a skill we had worked hard on. This relates to Santiago, as he had trusted a thief to guide him upon arriving in Africa on his voyage, but instead had too much trust in him, and the thief took off with all his belongings. Eventually, he worked hard and worked his way back and continued along his journey, just as we all do when we create a mistake. I've definitely made a ton of mistakes, from not following directions properly, talking in class when the teacher tells us not to, but the best one yet, tripping over a hurdle and track during an actual race. But in the end, I got back up and learned from my mistakes so I could improve. Despite mistakes, we had resources to help us improve, such as our teachers, who take time out of their days just to spread the word of knowledge into our minds so we can become smarter and smarter every day. We also had our parents, grandparents, and guardians to thank, as they provided the stepping stones of knowledge for us to learn and have a home. This goes back to Coelho's quote of the universe conspiring to help you achieve your dreams, as everyone around us is constantly helping each other. Just like how the alchemist guided Santiago along his journey. When we step onto the pavement of Hamilton High School and open the doors leading to the hallways, we will experience a new clean slate as we transform from the top Bulldogs of Templeton to the baby Chargers of Hamilton, which will be a crazy transformation, but a new path to more and more success. Just as I take the first step, I will encounter new friends, new people, tougher classes, clubs, and of course, a new environment, just as all of us will. Moving from class to class seems like a big challenge to tackle down in high school, but that's only a little part of the real challenge of high school as we all enter. Despite the challenges, I know the universe is behind my back, helping me along the way through my new high school career, just as it helped me through my middle school career. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Nice, well done. Nice speeches today. Now we'll begin presenting completion certificates to our students. Presenting for 8 blue students, Shannon O'Dwyer.
Justine Akawi. Dhruv Ahuja. Evan Altenbach. Madison Anderegg. Lauren Baker. James Baldus. Bo Bauer. Madeline Bauer. Maya Bell. Josh Beverung. Macy Binns. Victor Birkenhire. Owen Buchholz. Ian Camden. Reagan Chick. Haley Dandarin. Akash Deepak. Blake Demling. Kyle Dempsey. Michaela Denhan. Josiah Demon. Laylee Donald. Caitlin Donnelly. Haley Dwyer. Dalen Edwards. Emily Erickson. Anna Frafford. Nicole Gall. Nicole Gelfie. Our next speaker for 8 Blue House will be Madison Versh.
Connor Geisel. Brianna Goebel. Nathan Gunderson. Marcella Hahn. Tyler Hendrickson. Ryan Hodek. Ethan Hauser. Connor Indestead. Haley Ingham. Derek Ishii. Brandon Iverson. Lily Jankowski. Blaze Janowski. Holly Gent. Richard Johnson. Savannah Jones. Vincent Jurgensen. Dylan Kenny. Lauren Kesson. Parker Kesting. Abrielle Clawwitter. Paige Kleba. Emma Klein. Lacey Kling. Callan Klender. Prathmesh Kanda Gopinath. Jacob Krause. Julianne Kuhlman. Now, continuing reading 8 Blue names, Katie Donnelly.
Celine Kershai, Savannah Lanfear, Benjamin Landry, Paige Lathrop, Derek Lehner, Casey Lewandowski, Sydney Litzow, Catherine Lewick, Frederick Lewers, Spencer Margolis, Christian Lutz, Charles Masick, Maximilian Masick, Eleanor Matthias, Josephine Maurer, Jake McCoy, Alexander Meisner, Louis Mejia, Evan Melk McCrary, Ayana Mendez, Linnea Manessis, Blake Moss, Nicholas Newberg, Emily Nielsen, Cameron Odell, Shannon O'Dwyer, Kayla Olson, John Pappas, Drew Peterson. And now sing the final names of 8 Blue students, Cal and Klender.
Nathan Plum, Vincent Rice, Mia Rogowski, Chad Zeminski, Aaron Sears, Weston Sprinkle, Abigail Steele, Grace Stefaniak, Jacob Ulrich, Madison Versh, Ryan Wallace, Samantha Wampel, Lauren Weber, Chu Zhang, Shane Zolfel, Spencer Zolfel. Now we're introducing 8 gold, Grace Reek.
Michael Addy, Lauren Imbrukian, Rachel Anderson, Cameron Aaron, Robert Averett, Tatum Baldwin, Maxwell Bartel, Reed Barthel, James Bauer, Adriana Bauman, Evan Becker, Noel Beffa, Carson Betwee, Adam Boehm, Bo Bowinski, Carter Brom, Nadine Brom, Alexia Brandt, Catherine Breyer, Max Birch, Sydney Burns, Sarah Burrow, Brady Burns, Benjamin Clark, Aiden Klukafoy, Chelsea Cornwell, Riley Dahlquist, Taylor Daniels.
Hold on clapping.
Continuing 8 gold is Trisha Shankar.
Wait till they take the envelope to read the next name. Okay.
Lauren Dankert, Charlie Dine, Carolyn Daisy, Damon Donald, Sumaya Drover, Alexander Eichmann, Hunter Fink, Elizabeth Fisher, Elena Fry, Isaiah Furman, Annabella Gainazamanov, Sophia Gordon, Madeline Gorgon, Morgan Heinzelman, Brady Hicks, Colby Horn, Ayusha Iyengar, Tyler Janiszewski, Molly Johnson, Nicholas Johnson, Otis Johnson, Isaac Colshire, Pranav Kara, Luke Call, Claire Cowbell, Cole Kaladi, Kyle Clapridge, Kennedy Kupcha, Kaylee Kopidlansky. Now, continuing for 8 gold, Caitlin Ross.
Wait till they take the envelope. This is my shoulders. Wait till they take the envelope.
Robert Kossow, Isabel Langkamp. Oh, wait. Isabel Langkamp. Angelina Larocco. Cassandra Ludi. Grace Losi. Braden Martin. Sophia Martin. Allison Masick. Rachel Molesky. Lillian Miller. Benjamin Moore. Sierra Morgano. Logan Moriarty. Jack Musilowski. Mason Nats. Adam Oberlin. Vincent Ola. Catherine Palmer. Keaton Peters. Nicholas Firsch. Ayana Phelps. Luke Pulaski. Kate Powell. Grace Reek. Dominic Reisner. Brady Rhodes. Haley Richards. Continuing for 8 gold, Jeremiah Yang.
Wait till they take the envelope. You can put it up here. Wait till they take the envelope from me to read the next name. Okay? And if anybody cheers or anything, wait for the noise to die down and then announce it. Nice and loud. Okay? You can't get close.
Caitlin Ross. Cameron Ross. Pranavish Shravnan. Isabella Schreiber. Matthew Schlandrop. Dylan Schultz. Zachary Schultz. Alyssa Schultz. Lindsay Sakura. Trisha Shanker. Connor Simchick. Miranda Simmons. Baljinder Singh. David Sipple. Jacob Smolsky. Madison Stromberg. Emma Strubing. Maya Suneja. Annika Sislak. Lauren Tennyson. Anthony Tiladetsky. Connor Taholka. Alexander Tong. Colin Trikel. Cole Vandeven. Joseph Venn, Nicholas Verapais, Connor Voss, Autumn Walentowski, Jesse Wakoliak, the final speaker of 8 gold, Katie Palmer.
If they cheer, wait till they're quiet to announce the next name, and then don't announce the next name until they take the info from you.
Okay. Linnea Vasilevsky. Luke Wenzel. Mitchell Westfall. Keaton White. Robert Wick. Connor Wilcox. Courtney Winter. Molly Robleski. Jeremiah Yang. Leona Yang. Tyler Zanau. Kayla Zakovich. Presenting 8 white students, Mason Middow.
Can I say?
Yeah, you can put your paper up here,
Okay.
and then make sure you're just loud enough.
Yeah.
Okay?
Aloha Tuarimu Afalayan. Leah Balsba. Madison Barnes. Jonathan Bear. Okay. Samuel Barrett. Jaden Bentrup. Elizabeth Berry. Ellie Bester. Kate Blankenheim. Andrew Bland. Braden Buchholz. Tori Campanelli. Gracie Campbell. Mackenzie Davidson. McKenna Didi. Jack DeGeorge. Ian Donley. Abriana Duke. Devin Eckert. Rosemary Easley. Anjanine Emmerich. Peyton Essen. Serena Evers. Emma Falstich. William France. Skylar Fritz. Sonia Gadinsky. Camden Gerke. Lauren Gilmartin. Now speaking for 8 white is Skylar Fritz.
Nice and loud. Wait for them to take the envelope from me to read the next name. If they cheer, wait for them to be quiet and then read the next name. Go ahead.
Samuel Gritzmacher. Isabel Katowski. Gavin Hall. Blue Harrell. Ty Hennings. Dylan Hybicki. Jay Kern. Alicia Holzum. Lucas Hubrid. Bryn Islow. Adam Jeter. Mariano Jimenez. John Kerber. Sarah Kidd. William Kickbush. Logan Kohler. Hannah Corbin. Matthew Kusero. Anna LaFour. Keegan Lee. Edward Lacing. Andrew Lapine. Michael Lidke. India Locke. Caitlin Loveday. Riley McGurney. Mason Middle. Ethan Miller. Nora Miller. Nicholas Mitchell. Brianna Moser. Next speaking for 8 white is Sarah Kidd.
Now wait to read the name until the next name until they take the envelope from me.
Okay.
All right? People cheer for them. Wait till they're quiet, then read the next name. All right. Nice and loud.
Ava Nass. Mary Niels. Eric Osenga.
Tip the microphone down. Congratulations.
Ethan Pacanella. Jamarian Peterson. Nicholas Peterson. Kevin Falfavong. Tori Poley. Jaden Pohl. Ella Quinlan. Lucas Rayfeld. Caitlin Richter. Annika Sayers. Katie Scafidi. William Schurer. Adam Schiffer. Joshua Schmuke. Sienna Schneider. Maria Selke. Jacob Spurl. Luca Stacy. Jolie Steger. Emily Stevenson. James Strasberg. Paku Tao. Lydia Tumavong. Kiana Tim. Now presenting for 8 white is Michael Lidke.
Okay. Ethan Tusick. Haley Vallone. Emiliana Weisgerber. Alexandria Wenger. Ryan Wojciechowski. Jared Wenchel. Noah Zart. Ella Zeiler.
As we end our time together at Templeton, I want to thank you for making it an enjoyable experience. I also want to leave you with a little bit of advice. You are an exceptional group of young people. Throughout the last couple years that I've gotten to know you, you have continually shown your leadership abilities and served as role models for the entire building, especially this year. As you transition into high school, continue to demonstrate your leadership skills, continue to work hard and care about others as you have shown that you do, and continue to have integrity and advocate for what you need to succeed. High school is an important part of your academic career and helps determine your level of success as well as what opportunities you will have available to you the rest of your life. You need to hit the ground running to experience success, both academically and behaviorally, from the beginning of freshman year through the end of your senior year. It all counts. I have full faith in all of you that you are going to do a phenomenal job at accomplishing this transition to high school and being leaders at the highest level within the Hamilton School District. Thank you again for sharing your tremendous gifts and abilities, but above all, your exceptional character with us as administration, your teachers, your peers, and the students that looked up for you. Good luck on your new adventures in high school. And at this time, I invite the 8th grade choral presentation to come on up. They're going to be singing The Climb, recorded by Miley Cyrus and directed by Jay Meyer. We ask the audience, please remain seated until the 8th graders have left the gym. And for the last time as middle schoolers, it is my pleasure to announce the 8th grade class of 2018 is dismissed.